Hey guys, my name is SENIAC, and wow, we are back in Food Empire. How cool is this, guys? Oh my goodness, it's been like 6, maybe 8 months since I last played this game, and for those who remember it, you're probably like, damn, SENIAC, you fool! I can't believe it. I'm gonna smash that like button until it's broken, and you should totally do that. But for those who don't know what Food Empire is, it was basically a tycoon-based game where you kind of create your very own food. What you can see right now is a very, very complex potato, or baked potato making potato chips setup. It's really weird, but you're probably asking for, SENIAC, why are you backing this? Didn't you complete the game and like get everything and earn, the most money you can in the whole entire world? Well, the answer is yeah, but they've brought out a brand new update. Look at this. You can make bread, sandwiches, potatoes, chips, and now this new one, which is potato bread, where you kind of have to combine pre-baked potatoes with bread to make potato bread. I don't know what that is. I've never had potato bread in my life, so we're gonna try and make it. So I'll talk you through what's going on now. For the if you want a refresher, this machine here, which has 63,000 potatoes in, slides the potatoes down into the potato rinser, and then goes into this random generator where it can come out into 4 different sections. Now, each of these here is a kind of oven. It bakes the potato. I got 3 of these setups all together, as you can see, and it basically all funnels down into this machine, which then opens the potatoes, ready to add the garlic, ready to add some chili flakes, ready to go through 4 bacon upgraders, then into this, which adds some sour cream, then the cheese, and that then creates a beautiful baked potato. But then it goes for another random generator where it then gets kind of split up into these potato choppers, which turn it into kind of potato chips. Now, once it's done in potato chip, 1 potato turns into 5 potato chips, which then in turns go for a bunch of upgraders like the salter, the fryer. The way I've placed these is like, to maximize the most amount of money. The crisper, the barbecue spicer, the chili powder, and the vegetable powder coat thing. And then into this crate, which is basically like the furnace that sells it on, which is super cool. You can see like potatoes coming out now. There's a bunch of them all moving down, which you'll then see them all come out of these random generators and then get turned into potato squares. It runs through the whole setup, and in the bottom right down here, I've got nearly I've got 500 billion, half a trillion goes in, and then we start to earn money. So it's all random because sometimes it goes through different upgrades at different levels. Like for example, these 2 here. Wow, I'm spinning all over the place. These 2 randomly, every time something goes through these randomly generate and change the multiplier. So I need to kind of create or kind of work with this new setup, this new level of potato bread. So you can see here then, you can buy conveyors for it. This conveyor, I should set this to 1. Why is this on 999? 1. So that conveyor is very expensive. I've only got 500 billion. The first actual kind of machine that we need, the potato bread combiner. This large machine accepts potatoes on one side and baked bread on the other. It fuses the 2 ingredients to make 1 potato bread every 10 seconds. The value of the new bread is the potato value times. Okay, so you gotta put in a baked potato, some bread, and then it gets the potato and then times it by the value of the bread to get the value of it. It's quite complex. It's quite, weird to understand. But damn, I'm so far into this. This is gonna be pretty exciting. So seeing as now the potato comes to here, and it's at this point where it then breaks down into potato thingamajigs, potato choppers. So if I get rid of those here and got rid of all those conveyors, that means there's a possibility where 2 of it could go through the potato slicer, turn into potato chips, and continue the setup. But these 2 here, they should totally come out as normal potatoes, which we then put them into that potato bread machine. So that's the logic here. So bear with me a second. We're going to drop down 2 conveyors here. And I kind of need a ramped conveyor there, don't I? So make these... Wait, no, I can't use those. It's very awkward. So I got some ramped conveyors here for the different setups. Now, if you've never played this game, I highly recommend it. This is personally one of my favorite, the most favorite games that I've ever played on Roblox. So check it out. So bam, bam, And then that will create the setup that I need to continue to go along into your boy's brand new machine. So, I need to buy one. It's 200 billion. These are so expensive, but they should be good. Right, I'm buying one. I've bought it. Let's combine it then. So, in my inventory now, I got it here. So, that's baked bread. That's potatoes. So, this is going to be quite awkward to actually get it all in there. So, baked bread and potatoes. So, I wasn't actually thinking it would be like this. So, potatoes need to go on this side and baked bread needs to go on the other side. So, this could be quite difficult. This could be quite difficult to get this all set up. But it should be fine. Should be fine. So, what I need to do then is the bread setup. Let me get the, use these conveyors. So, where does it come out, by the way? It comes out down there. All right, that's where the bread's going to come out. The potato bread. But on this side, I need to make sure that if I turn, wait, there we go. I need to make sure that the bread goes in the other side. Yeah, I need to use that conveyor. What am I doing? So I've got to create some form of a bread setup. There we go. So the bread setup will come down here, and then the rest of the potato bread setup will go down there. This is quite exciting. I'm quite excited for this. So you're probably thinking, why is potatoes taking so long to come out? Because I've set each of these ovens to bake a potato for like 4 minutes. Like real life 4 minutes. The longer they're baked for, the more money they earn. There is some there stuck. Will they go through? Look at all these potatoes coming in now. Oh dear God, we got so many potatoes. So some of them will get split up and that goes into there. We got one potato in there. Sweet. So that would have stuck up on potatoes. So I won't lose much money. So I gotta make the bread or create the bread setup. Now this is quite complex and how you gotta do this stuff. So we've got a bread dough dispenser, which goes into a bread furnace, and then we have a bread slicer. So the slicer can be used, bread spicer, sorry. So the spicer can be used, this can be used twice, once before baking and once after. So I've got to get this right. I've got to get it set up in the kind of right order, or it just won't work. So for this here, this purifies cleanse the bread. It can only be cleansed once. And I want to use that towards the end. And then we've got the softener. Only works on bread that has been baked. Wheat injector. What's this do? Dough can only be injected with whole wheat once before baking. A wheat injector? Do you put stuff into it? So we got to do this before baking. You can see how complex it can get. So let me set this up then with the conveyors. So we know it's going to be one there and a bit there. So I just need to get the conveyors set up correctly. So if I start it here, that'll give me the idea to where I'm then going with it. So we start then with the dough dispenser. And as it comes down, we want it then to, let me check this wheat one. So dough can only be injected with whole wheat once before baking. It increases the value by 2. So we'll make it go through the bread purifier first, then into the wheat injector. I'm hoping I'm doing this the right way around. Bread can be demolded once. Adds to the value. We should actually print your bread. Bread can be bread can only be bread demolder. Where do we place that? Is that before or after? I'm not particularly sure. So mold is a big problem. Use this demolder to get rid and prevent. Where does the baking one? Bread furnace. Into bread. Okay, so we have to use that after. This can be worked out, but it's been baked. Right, sweet. Bread spicer. So pretty much then the bread furnace goes on next. There you go. And then we do the other purifier. No, is it the other purifier? Wait, no. Am I placing the wrong one down here? The bread can only be cleansed once. Yeah. I'm doing the wrong one. I'm getting it confused here with the spicer. I gotta put a weird half conveyor down there. So they go down twice. Where's that weird half conveyor? I don't own any of those. Wow. Well, that's interesting. Right, let me buy one of those. At some point, I could need to get more of them, but we'll see. So we'd use 2 of those, one before and after baking. Then we'll get the cleansed once. Because the higher we make the bread value, obviously it's going to be multiplied against the potato. Okay, so that's going to add value after the demolder. And then you've got the softener. And that's pretty much all of it I'm going to want to use. We'll play around with it after if I need to. And that then kind of finishes it all up. So some of the stuff, for example here, this is the bread spicer. We need to add spices to it, which I got 12,000 spices already, so I'll deposit those in. And the same for the wheat injector here. I got 4,000 wheat, so inject that in. Oh, do you know what, actually? I've got 2 of those, I just realized. So if I empty the machine... Alright, and the cool thing about this, you can put half in now. And do the other half another time. So put all in there, so it's like 6,000 in each. And then all the weight that I have deposited in there. So there we go. That's going to go into there. Now the best kind of end cell crate that I have is this one. It kind of, you get money at different values because it's like a multiplier, like it's random. Look, if I show you now, you can see you get between 0.25 to 15 times. So that goes in there. It's going to bake a potato bread every 10 seconds. So how much is that worth? Wow, 29 billion. That's quite a lot of money. That is quite a lot of money. Damn. That is some serious money right there. We're going to get billions so quick. Yeah, boy. So, continuing from that setup then. If that's now we get in, what was it again? I forgot what it was. 20-something billion. I know sometimes the bread and the potatoes are going to be different values. So it's basically floating around the 20+ million mark. No, 20+ billion mark. It's floating around that. So potato bread. What's it going in at? That's 8 billion. Okay, so it's in the billion. That's fine. The next one along is the value displayer. It can be very helpful to know the true value of some of your food. Cell crates are not good indicators because they add multipliers when processing. So this displays the value. Okay. What's this next one here? This informer. So I'm going to buy this. Right, so it basically displays the value. So that, by the sounds of it, we can add that somewhere else in the setup. Let me remove it. And then drop that down. And then place a few conveyors down. I want to know how this works. Does it show the value here? Okay, it shows the value there. So that's 4.5 billion. That's not bad. Right, we'll let that continue then. We'll let that continue to go through. So that one's 4.5 billion. That one's 8 billion. And then it goes for the conveyor. Then it gets a multiplier. Wait, did that just go down in multiplying? How did that one work then? Because that was 8 billion, but we didn't get 8 billion. That's 2.79. We got 15 billion. So it all comes down to the crate. The crate multiplies it worse or better. It's just completely random. It is. So the next thing on our list then to look at is getting the uniformer. Variance in the value of potato bread is a bad thing to customers. Use this informer to get the value to an even 10 billion. If less than 10 billion, it does times 2. However, it sets it to 10 billion, has no limit, only works on potato bread over 500 billion in value. That could be quite good. We just need, because it's going to set everything to 10 billion and then kind of create the cell crate at the end. It's going to multiply everything. It's just we need 400 billion to actually get that. I wish the kind of combination thing over here did a lot more. We've got 20 baked bread in stock. We have no potatoes. Can we get some more potatoes in, please? When are they all going to be baked? Huh? How many potatoes? Did it say how many potatoes it uses? No, it just combines the 2 ingredients. So we don't have that many. We didn't have that many potatoes in there, did we? I mean, every time it gets, there is a chance, there's a rare chance that go in there. So here we go. All potatoes are now coming. They all go all over the place there. It's absolutely crazy. We should make a ton of potato bread now. Also make a ton of potato chips. So now the more I think of it, do we just funnel everything to go in that direction rather than just making potato chips? We could do. We'll see. We'll see how quickly it uses all these potatoes that go in. So that's a total of 8 just went in. In 80 seconds, they've all pretty much used, aren't they? Yeah, right. We're gonna remove this whole setup here. We're no longer making potato chips. Say goodbye to potatoes. Potato chips are now gone. Right. Okay. So let's get this all sorted then. So we want. Oh no, wrong one. We want the ramped ones. So there's no time for me to wait because it's gonna be another 4 minutes before the next lot come. So we're getting close to it. So let's set all this up then. Turn you to go that way, you to go that way, and then the rest is pretty much all of these. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Sweet. So we should now have all potatoes. To be honest, we don't need this random section no more. That was solely set up to allow everything to go into one place, but it's pretty much there anyway, so we'll leave it as it is. So this is now looking all good for the potato bread going in. We're just working on now getting the 400 billion that we need to get the next stuff. So I think I'll grind out now, get a little bit extra cash money together, and hopefully we can finish up this potato bread setup. Right, we got a solid 536 billion in the bank. We're going to remove this quickly now, and we're going to buy this uniformer. Now, the more I read about it, it kind of sounds like it's not going to do what we think it's going to do. I'll replace that there. And then put the chips crate at the end there. So, by the sounds of it, how far are the potatoes off from coming? I've had to adjust this a little bit because they're getting clogged up there, but it's all fine now. It works perfect. So it says here, if less than 10 billion, it does ×2, so it just doubles the value. I feel like you need to put quite a few of these uniforms down until it gets it out to 10 billion. But if it's more than 10 billion, it just sets it to 10 billion. So it's a weird one. I don't really quite understand it properly. But we'll see how this turns out now. We'll see how this one turns out. They're all coming through now. These beautiful baked potatoes. And they're going to go through all the way down. All of them in. It's so cool. So cool. All 12 in there. Beautiful. And we'll see what the first one does. So that's going to go through, and that's made us 4.3 billion. The crate makes it worse for us because, sometimes it times it by less, sometimes it times it by more. This one is worth 4 billion. Okay. So we're not really getting some good ones here. The crate's letting us down. That was 66 billion. The crate's all over the place. I'm just going to say that right now. The crate is all over the place. I also feel like that we need to... how much is this one going to be worth? 100 billion. Wow. Wow. So when the crate wants to be nice to us and give us the best multiplier, because at the end of it, what is that one doing? That's 3-point thingy. So it's either between 0.25. If we get that one, we're getting less money. All the way up to 15 times 15. If we get a times 15, it does really, really well for us. But, we're not that lucky at times. You're not that lucky. I feel like I'm going to decrease the amount of time it takes to create a baked potato, just so we can get more coming through the system. I think that would be the best option for me to do. I'm going to reduce them all in just a second. But, yeah. The next one up now, these are pretty much conveyors, turn conveyors. If I can get 1.2 trillion, that's a brand new crate, and we should just kill it with the amount of money that we'll be making. But we got to get that 1.2 trillion. Right, I finally got the 1.2 trillion that I need for this cell crate, the new one. And I've increased the setup now. So there's an extra 8 kind of potato bakers, as you want to call them, now running through the system. All cooking potatoes. I did try dropping it like a little bit lower at the bake time from 240 seconds down to like 60 seconds. But the end value of the potato wasn't that great because obviously the longer it's in there, the more it earns. So we got an extra 8 coming through now then. So we're going to buy it, the potato bread, this, which is now 1. I wonder how much this is going to be. There is a one about to come through. I won't get rid of it just yet. I got 10 seconds. Boom. Let's go. Potato bread crate. There you go. Oh, no. Wrong way around. Move. Rotate. Oh, I missed it. That's fine. We'll see what the next one's worth. So there's 10 potatoes in there. The values are pretty much crazy. That's 10 billion potato. And we're going to get 98 billion just off that. I don't know whether that was a good multiplier or a bad multiplier. I don't know. This one's worth 2 billion. Not great. We're going to get 39 billion for that. That's some good prices. I like that price. That's a reasonable price that we're getting for those. This one, oh, a little bit more. Not worth a lot. That's 57 billion. That's good. We can actually do, once we get 400 million, I'll buy another one of these. Hoping that, you know, it would do the job that I want it to do. Because I'm thinking this, we need to get it up. We need to get it plateauing out to 10 billion. What's this next one worth? 3 billion. And we're over 400 million now. So I'm going to buy it. I'm going to try it because I could be right. I could be wrong. We'll find out. So I'll get rid of this one here. Remove you. Quickly place you down there. Oh, can I squeeze it in? Damn, son. Let me, have to throw down some half conveyors quickly. I'm messing up here. I'm messing up, guys. Bread. Right, buy some of those. Bread. Sweet, we got those down. Well, what's this one going to be worth? 7 billion as it goes in. It'll go for this one. And we're going to maximize it. So once we max them all out, they should be all worth 98.9 billion. Oh, that's a 66. So maybe not. The price is all over the place. But what's this next one worth? Goes through. Close, but no cigar. We need in total then. That's not our limit, has it? No. So next then we need an oat quota, which is 1.6 trillion. And to finish it all off with the cuss critter, 3 trillion. So we still got some grinding to do. Deposit oats into the machine, curry bread, making it so much fancy adds for the value of exactly worth 10 billion. So everything that's worth exactly 10 billion will go through this. So I do need more of these uniformers. Whew. Right, so I pretty much got it perfect now. It goes through 3 of those, and every time it goes for this now, it's always telling me it's worth 10 billion. I'm always getting 98.9 billion. So now I've got enough then to buy this, which with this, I need to buy oats. So how many oats can I afford? What if I put in here 50? Let me get rid of that. 50 oats. Oh, that's not 500 oats. Boom, buy that. Right, I got 100 oats that I just bought. So if I remove this quickly now, get down. The oats machine. Drop down the crate. Oh, move the crate. Boom. And then deposit all the oats. So let that go through there. And it adds 50% of the value. So it should be worth around about 150 billion now. Let's see. Yeah, 150 billion. That's about right. That is right there. So we get an extra 50 billion for each one now. So I spend quite a lot of money to get it an extra 50 billion, which is crazy. The next one's 3 trillion. Let me set that down to 1. And what that does then is works on a potato bread in the range of. Wait, hold on. Works on a potato bread in the value range of 15 billion to 25 billion. Increases 20% there. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works, because technically they're not worth 15 billion. They're worth just under. No, actually, no, I'm telling a lie. They are actually worth that more, because it adds 50% of the value. So it increases it from the 10 billion mark. So it should be worth 15 billion, like dead on. Like there's no other way about it, unless they're adding another one of these, what are they called now? What are they called? Oat quotas. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. I do need 3 trillion though, so that is a lot. It's about to happen. We just need one more potato bread to come through. It's coming now, which technically we should be able to buy it. Yeah, we bought it. Right, move this quickly. Remove. Now, this is going to be so interesting to see if this actually works. If it does, great. If it doesn't, we may have to buy something else. We'll see. So, 177 billion. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of money. I mean, you could increase it over time. but it's only increasing 20% of the value, like, you know, times it by 1.2. So it's not great, but what that is actually meaning I'm now doing is creating potato bread. Never heard of it before until today, at the value of 177 billion. A loaf of bread. Could you imagine going to the shop and then, like, on the shelf there's potato bread and it says the price 177 billion? Like, who would even buy that? It's crazy. It's a crazy amount of money. But just look at the setup right now. This is a beautiful setup. If you guys play this anyway, you know, check out the whole, you know, other episodes of doing this game from start to finish to actually get to this point. It is mental. But guys, send me some screenshots on Twitter. There's the crazy setups that you create and get up to. But I think that's going to call it for today anyway, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button down below. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good. Bye. Listen.